Welcome back, everybody. Game number 9 on the weekend here. Joe Schreiner, Chad Affield here for game number 9 in the Wahpeton Baseball Legion. I'll get it out right yet, Chad.
Corey Hockert.
Yeah. Start that. We got LaMoure, North Dakota, and Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. So a river battle here between the two. And LaMoure will be taking on Detroit Lakes here very shortly. I'm Joe Schreiner. Chad Affield here are your hosts for this one. Again, I'm the play-by-play guy, and by golly, that does look like Sir Robert Wanick.
It is Robert Wanick, yep.
The one and only.
Yep.
Had a nice interview with him yesterday, walking out there for one of the umpire positions. All right, welcome back, everybody, to our pregame show brought to you by Hornstein Family Chiropractic. Dr. Andrea works with men and women of all ages, and she has chiropractic acupuncture to cure Chad as a possible alternative.
I'm thinking about it yet, Joe.
I know you are. So, waiting for one of the coaches to come out there yet. But, again, you can see Detroit Lakes will be the visitors on the scoreboard, and LaMoure will be the home team in our Hornstein Family Chiropractic show. These two teams coming in now. Fergus Falls has completed their tournament. They are finishing at 1-3. East Grand Forks is finished at 3-1. Even if LaMoure loses this game, Chad, they still have secured the first place
in the
tournament. So LaMoure is your champion here of the tournament, and I believe Coach Cap has already awarded the
plaque has already been awarded to LaMoure.
So there you go. LaMoure is the winner because they defeated East Grand Forks earlier in the tournament. So if they both end up 3-1, LaMoure wins it on the tiebreaker. So right now, Detroit Lakes coming in at 0-2. And I think we're just about ready for our starting lineups, brought to you by Miller & Associates and American Family Insurance. And we'll turn it over to our PA announcer, Mr. Mike Rittenauer, for the introductions.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I better push the button, huh? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Game 9 of 10 for the American Legion Baseball Tournament for Wahpeton Post 20. We thank you all for being here, and welcome to Vaterstad Stadium at John Randall Field. We're going to start with the non-starters on the visitor scoreboard. Number 6, Ben Shipman. Number 8, Logan Adams. Number 16, Henry Peters. Number 17, Chase Kakowski. Number 19, Connor Beswick. Number 20, Riker Galseth. Number 12, Cale MacArthur. Number 18, Sean Felker. Now for the starters. Leading off, playing third base, number 15, Noah Reiber. Batting second, doing the catching, number 5, Grady Kirchner. Batting third, doing the pitching, number 11, Jacob Thomas. Batting fourth, playing left field, number 10, Hunter Korth. Batting fifth, playing shortstop, number 1, Mason Omberg. Batting sixth, center fielder, number 14, Josh Goodspeed. Batting seventh, first baseman, number 21, Tanner Wilson. Batting eighth, second baseman, number 13, Easton Reiber. Batting ninth, the DH, number 7, Chaz Eckhoff. And playing right field, number 9, Alex Specht. Detroit Lakes is coached by head coach Phil Kirchner and assistant coach Art Specht. Non-starters for LaMoure, the home team on the scoreboard. Number 28, Jaron Reagan. Number 40, Nick Meisch. Number 18, Jake Kramer. Number 10, Avery Kramer. Number 6, Mason Workin. And number 28, Colby Thielges. Now for your starters for LaMoure. Leading off, playing third base, number 1, Tate Mart. Batting second, playing second base, number 3, Connor Johnson. Batting third, playing shortstop, number 2, Corbin Potts. Batting fourth, first baseman, number 9, Landon Peel. Batting fifth, doing the catching, number 22, Garrett Hebel. Batting sixth, playing left field, number 21, Colton Ness. Batting 7th, doing the pitching, number 7, Blaze Isaacson. Batting 8th, playing center field, number 20, Gunnar Theolgis. Batting 9th, playing right field, number 26, Dustin Ketterling. Coaches for LaMoure, our head coach, J.R. Theolgis, and assistant coach, Ben Holen. The bat boy for LaMoure is Cooper Theolgis. All right, we already did the anthem, so let's play the game.
All right, thank you, Mike Rittenauer there with our Miller & Associates American Family Insurance starting lineups, offering home, life, business, and farm insurance for your needs. And that finalizes our pregame show brought to you by Hornstein Family Chiropractic. Dr. Andrew works with men and women of all ages and has chiropractic acupuncture as a possible alternative. Stop and see Dr. Andy. We're going to take a quick break, and we come back. We'll have our Thrivent first pitch right after this. Have you ever considered chiropractic for your family? Dr. Andrea and the staff at Hornstein Family Chiropractic love to see families. With 16 years of experience seeing brand new babies, pregnant women, toddlers, teens, athletes, she cares for your family like it's her family. Join Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 715 Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton, and we will help your family grow up healthy. Call 701-672-1300 for the next soonest available appointment, because at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is a family affair.
Thank you, Andrea.
A local insurance team ready to serve you. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, providing home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance. As residents of your community, they understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted friends and neighbors. Together, they're building strong partnerships that help everyone succeed. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, a proud supporter of high school athletics.
And we hope to see you at American Family Insurance, Miller Associates.
All right, we're about ready for the Thrivent first pitch, Chad. And the first pitch at
2:56.
2:56, so a couple minutes ahead of start time. Scheduled start time at 3 o'clock. First pitch for Thrivent Financial and Will Ulick. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive.
A local insurance team ready to serve you. American Family Insurance, Miller.
So Thrivent and Will Ulick, our first pitch sponsor at 2:56. Ooh, that did hit him.
Yep.
So Noah Reiber gets hit by a pitch, and he'll head down to first base. That's going to bring up Grady Kirchner.
Catcher number 5, Grady Kirchner.
And I didn't. 71 degrees, is that about
Yeah,
right?
my watch says 72, so.
Okay, we'll take that. And the
Ooh.
drive down the
Ooh.
is right. Okay,
That was close, Joe.
very close.
That was
called foul. I thought it was.
yeah.
The bag is actually behind the pole there for me, so I can't see it.
yeah.
So I looked down at the screen here real quick to see if I could see it, and couldn't tell, but it was close. Called foul, so it's 0-1. And he's going to rip another
there
one
you
that
go.
way. So Kirchner with a single to left field. And
Yep, just
Noah
like that.
Reiber at second base.
Just like that, first and second, Joe.
So Detroit Lakes starting out on the right foot here. Brings up Jacob Thomas. He's going to be the pitcher for Detroit Lakes here in this game. So, Kirchner already
courtesy.
going to get a courtesy runner
Yeah,
here.
catcher. Doesn't have to right now. It's mandatory 2 outs, but
Mandatory
12.
too.
He signaled 12, the umpire did, so, yep, that's
Cale
number 12.
MacArthur chasing out to first base. Yeah, in this tournament, it's a mandatory rule that you have to courtesy run for the catcher with 2 outs. And there's a drive to center field. Drifting back, Gunnar Theolgis makes the catch over his head, and tagging smartly at second base and heading to third was Noah Reiber. So he's in 90 feet away from scoring.
I never did. I was going to try to figure that out between games, Joe. If you only have 9
Oh, yeah.
and it's mandatory 2 outs, what do you do? I should ask Chris.
Yeah, he'd be the guy to ask because he's basically the
And
tournament manager.
maybe if you only got 9, it's mandatory though. So I don't know how you can't. I'll do some more investigating.
Swing and a miss there as Isaacson is on the mound. Blaze Isaacson finished up the last game for LaMoure, and Garrett Hebel behind the plate. So sometime here during this game, I would expect we'll see a
Pitching change.
yep, Another drive deep center.
There
That
it
might
is.
be over his head.
Yeah.
Heading toward the 369 mark. Bounces right at the base of the 369. One run will score.
he's sending him,
Second
Joe.
run is on the way, and we're going to have a play, and he tags him out. Hung on to the ball. Good play. Is he going to say he didn't slide or what?
Well, DL's asking for
he is.
something, I think. Or
He is out. Yep.
Oh, he's safe. Call him safe, Joe. Because I think he was.
It's too far up the line.
Yeah. There's rules, Joe, when you.
I thought he did the out signal, but
Yeah, they gave. I think he didn't. You got to give a lane, Joe, I think, don't you? I maybe not. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
He signaled safe. I know that. That's all I know.
Okay.
Afterwards, so.
Well, Mason Omberg at
Now
the
we're
plate.
gonna. Now the umpires are gonna.
Yeah, I'm not going to color anything in my book yet. I haven't got any coloring done in my book. Again, Hebel came up the line, and the runner, I believe, or did I? I already colored it in my book.
One down. Obstruction.
There's only one out.
Obstruction was called, Joe.
So obstruction was called. So 2 runs do cross the plate.
There's
So,
still only one out, though, Joe.
yep. That's all I got in my book. So I didn't have to scribble anything. How about that?
You got 2 out on the board.
I got 2 runs, right?
Yes.
Yep.
There's 2 outs on the board. That's the only thing I'm.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. There's 2 outs on the scoreboard out in the field. There's only 1. So Detroit Lakes off to a good start here against LaMoure. As Isaacson delivers, swing and a miss. And there is a strikeout recorded
Now there's
as
2.
Omberg goes to sit down. So 2 outs now. The scoreboard is correct.
Fielder number 14, Josh Goodspeed.
So Goodspeed now steps up to the plate here. He's center fielder. Pulls that one foul. Detroit Lakes comes in here 0-2 in the tournament. Detroit Lakes lost to East Grand Forks, and they lost to Fergus Falls in a good game last night, 3-2. Fergus Falls' only win in the tournament. In the pitch, caught the corner for a strike. 1-2.
Fergus probably played well 2 games, Joe, and didn't play well in 2 games.
Yeah.
So.
It's a good way to sum it up. They probably admit that themselves. A good bunch of guys.
Yep.
Oh, a nice stop there by Hebel on the left-handed batter's box. Keeps
Deuce
that
is
one.
wild. Look at the 2s on the board now.
There we
Joe.
go. Look at them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think my record is 11. That's popped up in
I got
the
it,
infield,
Joe.
right on our head. Bang. There it went. So 2-2 and 2 outs. 2 runs across. 2 hits. A lot of deuces on the board. And one goes inside. Now it's full count. As runner at second base, Korth, took a big lead there, but decided to go back. And the delivery goes high, but running down to third, and Abel wasn't quite looking there, and getting down to third was Korth on that one. So I don't know what happened there, but so 2 outs.
Now batting for Detroit Lakes, first baseman number 21, Tanner Wilson.
Goodspeed draws the walk. We'll see if they try to put him in scoring position right away as Isaacson delivers. There's a ground ball to short. Potts picks it up, flips over to second for the out in the fourth place. So Detroit Lakes scores 2 runs here in the top of the first, and we're going to come back for the bottom of the first. Detroit Lakes 2, LaMoure coming to bat right after this.
Thrivent and Will Ulick provides clarity for where you are today, confidence for where you go tomorrow. At Thrivent, Will Ulick can help you address a variety of complex subjects to meet your unique wealth management needs, from retirement planning to investment management and estate planning. Thrivent, What are you invested in? Thrive with purpose.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
Line Drive Hitting is owned and operated by longtime baseball coach Kelly McNary. Coach McNary has more than 40 years of experience coaching baseball. If you're looking to find professional assistance for your child to help improve baseball or softball skills, contact Coach McNary. Call, text, or email Coach McNary for more information. 701-403-0841, 701-403-0841, or kgmcnary@wah.midco.net.
How about that? Kelly McNary jumping on board here with us, Chad.
Yep.
His line drive hitting clinic that he offers to young players.
I've seen some of that, Joe.
Does a good job with it.
Yep.
Tate Mart steps up to the plate here to face Jacob Thomas on the hill for Detroit Lakes. Caught the corner, strike one. And the pitch from Thomas. There's a ground ball to deep short, and not able to come up with it there was Omberg, and he might have gotten that one in the leg.
Okay.
Somewhere in there.
Yep.
So he'll need a minute. So we'll, he's still hurting. We'll focus on something else here while everybody else gives him a minute here. He's just going to need to recover a little bit there. He needs a few minutes, if you know what I mean. That thing bounced up and just got him just right. All right.
Yep.
Well, that's enough of that.
Enough said, Joe.
Enough said. All right, the final game today will be Detroit Lakes and Wahpeton. So that'll come up after the completion of this game. Scheduled start time is 5:30. Then the rest of the week here on Three Borders Sports Network on the Tuesday, we'll have Breckenridge and Pelican Rapids. That's a one-game start at 6:30 p.m. Then we'll be back here on Wednesday for a doubleheader with Castleton and the Boys State Tournament. Then back over to Breckenridge for Ada and Breckenridge, and that's a 5 o'clock start, a little earlier for one game.
It is earlier for one game, Joe. You know, it's 5 o'clock starts unless there's, that's different.
So Mason Omberg up and at him again, feeling a little better.
He's standing on his feet, yeah.
Just needed a few minutes.
Yep.
Connor Johnson at the plate. Takes a strike at the knees. 0-1. So Jacob Thomas at the plate. Field looks good again, Chad. Hagerline could use a little more. Martz takes off, swing and a miss. And Mart in easily with a stolen base. He had 3 in the last game. That gives him 4 so far today.
I could have probably watered a little longer, Joe, but...
Yeah, I know they want to get off the field so we can get going. Yeah. But like you said, your dream would be to have sprinklers that turn around and do that.
To shoot that so I wouldn't have to stand out there with a hose. But.
Yep. 0-2 to Connor Johnson. And the pitch, foul tip, protecting the plate on the outside corner. Good swing there by Johnson. He had to protect there.
Yeah, protect with 2 strikes.
Yep. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Omberg holding him on at short. The pitch pulled to the left side.
I think on the bullpen. Look out, kids. Oh, no, stayed in play. My bad.
Wow. But giving chase over there for Detroit Lakes was
I thought that was going to the bullpen, Joe.
I did too when it first left the bat. And
Joe, I'm not going to say a word, Joe.
It landed in playing. Well, it's...
Nope.
She's
Yep.
Tori Hawker walking across there with her chair, and Chad's giving me grief because I.
Or is it Tori Ulick? Maybe it was Tori Ulick.
Yeah, Tori Ulick, I miscalled.
No, Joe. I'm sorry, Joe.
There,
that
he
was
pulls
bad.
that one down the third baseline.
Oh,
Picked up nicely. Did he get him?
No.
I thought he was under. Noah Reiber chased Mart back to second, threw it down to second, and Easton Reiber didn't get the tag down in high. The throw was a little bit high, but Mart did well getting back.
The throw kind of beat him, Joe, but getting the tag down, tagged him, kind of near his feet instead of where his hand was going in. So
it goes in the book as a hit. That one's pop foul out of play down the first base line by Corbin Potts. Pitched the last game for LaMoure in a win. A 10-2 win over Fergus Falls. 0-1. Mart. There goes Mart. And that was...
Ooh.
Got him, yep. I think they got him. Mart took off. He tried a delayed steal on that one to make it work and didn't get it made all the way down there, so he's thrown out. And that actually goes 2-1-5 on the putout.
When's the last time you wrote that in the book, Joe?
Yeah, really, 2-1-5. So Connor Johnson now alone on the bases over at first. I thought Mart was going to actually make it there. He faked a secondary lead and got a good lead on it. And then when Kirchner stood up to throw it back to Thomas, he took off. And it was a quick play there by Thomas. 1-1. And there's a ground ball over to Easton Reiber. He'll go to short for one, and the relay works. And it's a double play for Detroit Lakes. Corbin Potts hits into the double play, Chad.
Wow, that was, made to order, Joe.
4, 6.
They said had to make the throws and make the catches, and they did. So.
There they go. So 3 up, 3 down after a single by Connor Johnson, and 3 up, 3 down on the double play ball. We'll be right back after these messages right here on Three Borders Sports Network.
We asked the team how we should celebrate the $2 million given to Casasa members last year. Dana wanted us to hire a marching band. Amanda thought that we should drop 2 million balloons. And Kevin always wants to use the money gun. Steve thought, well, what if we just said it?
Last year, First Community Credit Union gave $2 million in Casasa rewards.
Join in the celebration with your Casasa account and start earning your money back today.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
All right, welcome back to John Randall Field, Vaterstad Stadium here at John Randall Field. Easton Reiber steps up to the plate, part of that double play ball here that Detroit Lakes ended the inning with. There, he's going to rip it down the left field line. And again, missed it by that much. Get smart.
String used, Joe. String used.
String used on the foul line, Chad said. Chad's the official line painter here at John Randall. It wasn't fouled by much.
No, it was close.
A couple feet, maybe. So a good rip on the ball there by Easton Reiber. His first at bat of the day here in the top of the second. Ouch. And he just stood there.
See now.
Yeah, how does that?
I don't know the difference.
Remember that happened the other night when Braxton Pauly.
He just lowered his head, is all Braxton Pauly did. And he was told to come back.
Yeah, and he was told to come back, and now.
I would think that'd be more of a move than just standing there, Joe.
Right. But anyway, umpire's discretion, I guess, huh? So So the first runner reaches here, and that's Easton Reiber over at first base, and there's a bunt. And throw to first in time. And hustling over to short.
Yeah, nobody was covering third,
Yep,
Joe, so they really couldn't have anybody at second either, so.
So the sacrifice bunt works there for Chaz Eckhoff. Nice sacrifice bunt. Puts Reiber over to second base, and that's going to bring up the leadoff hitter, Noah Reiber. So Easton Reiber at second, Noah Reiber at the plate. He was also hit by a pitch in the first inning, and he scored. Isaacson delivers. Oh, how about that? Grady Kirchner with a nice catch there in the on-deck circle. You don't see that very often. Foul ball like that. Tipped away. Isaacson delivers. Swung on, fouled away again. So it's 0-2 now to the hitter, Noah Reiber. Beautiful day, John Randall. Beautiful day.
Yeah, I don't think there's even a cloud in the sky, Joe.
No, it's cleared up. There was a few puffy ones this morning. That was drilled out to right field. Is it going to get the gap?
Yeah.
Chad, it does. And it scoots by Ketterling out in right field.
He's going for three. He's got some
and
speed,
he's going to go
Joe.
for three, and he gets in safely. He slid, but he didn't have to, Chad. So coming home to score was Easton Reiber on the RBI double by Noah Reiber. So Noah Reiber with the RBI double. Easton Reiber scores, and now it's 3-1 or 3-0.
Detroit Lakes catcher number 5, Grady Kirchner.
As Grady Kirchner comes to the bat, and he's 1 for 1 on the day with a single and scored. There's another slap down the third base line. Mart picks it up over to first and bobbled over there. So everybody's safe. So that one couldn't quite be handled by Landon Peel over at first base.
Yeah,
and
courtesy.
Grady Kirchner again. He'll settle for the courtesy runner, and that is Cale MacArthur.
Courtesy runner number 12, Cale
And
MacArthur.
that'll bring up Jacob Thomas. So we'll give the air to Mart on the throw.
Yeah.
Ooh. Again, just under the armpits there. It's ball 1. So runners at the corners for Detroit Lakes. They're threatening again here with Moore in the top of the second. Already leading 3-0 over LaMoure. Detroit Lakes comes in winless so far. They played 2 games. One on Thursday and one yesterday. Today is their 2-game day.
Was there yesterday? Did they play the extra inning game yesterday? No.
No. They played 3-2 to Fergus. They lost. And then the first night they lost to East Grand Forks 8-5.
That's right.
And Landon Peel makes the catch in fair territory. That's 2 outs there as he retires Jacob Thomas. So now 2 outs, and runners still at the corners here for Detroit Lakes. Brings up Hunter Korth.
Fielder number 10, Hunter Korth.
Hunter Korth doubled in his last at bat right in front of the 369 mark, almost straightaway center.
We'll see if the runner at first, Joe, maybe they start something up here.
Yeah, let's see here, especially if Korth gets behind in the count. Number 4 hitter, you want to protect him as much as you can. But he'll swing that one, pop it up to the left field side. Getting over and picking that one off his nest. And that retires the side on the fly ball out. So Isaacson got in a little bit of trouble, but he got out of it with just 1 run. And 1 run across for LaMoure here in the top of the second. We'll go to the bottom of the second. LaMoure 3, or excuse me, Detroit Lakes 3. LaMoure 0. Back after this.
At Smith Motors in Wahpeton, we take great pride in delivering the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle and budget. like the eye-catching Chevy Equinox, the rugged, hard-working GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive experience. From low-pressure sales to high-quality service, our customers come first. Know what you want and it's not on our lot? Let Smith Motors find it for you. Smith Motors, small-town friendly, big-town deals.
Landon Peel stepping up to the plate here for LaMoure in the bottom of the second. LaMoure trails Detroit Lakes 3-0. 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the first for LaMoure. So Landon Peel looking to keep his hot streak going. And he slaps another single. Out to right field, he's got to hustle, and he does. Throw comes in, but a little off the mark. But Specht tried to get Landon Peel taking a slow trip down there.
Sometimes you can get away with that, Joe, because sometimes the runner just thinks he's got a base hit, and he just kind of starts jogging.
Yep.
And if it's close enough to the base, you can take an attempt, I mean.
Landon Peel in the last game was 3 for 4.
Yeah, he
starts out this one.
He's had a good 3 games so far, so.
And up now for LaMoure is the catcher Garrett Hebel. Takes low for ball 1. So people are asking for a balk and not given.
Well, now we're going to discuss it.
We're going to discuss it.
Yeah.
I had my head in the book here, Chad,
yeah,
so I didn't see it. So.
I wasn't looking up either.
Yeah, Coach Steele just came in from third base there asking for a balk, and why wasn't it? And they do give it to him.
They give it to him, yeah.
So Landon Peel will get second base on the balk. And it doesn't look like there's any argument from the Detroit Lakes, as Robert Wannick's going to explain it to him. Maybe because he didn't take his foot off the rubber, maybe.
Yeah.
Is the way it looks. Robert's explaining it to him. Got to step back off of the rubber.
Now the coach is going to come out and ask, too, a little bit, maybe just to.
Yep. I hope they won't change the call again, because I already put it in the book. So scribbling, you ain't writing, right?
You ain't scribbling, you ain't writing.
Yep, he just wants an explanation, and I think.
I don't think he's disengaged from the mound, Joe. I think that was the problem.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. He did not disengage from the mound. I think we're going to assume that is correct, Chad. So heading over to second base then on the balk was Landon Peel, and again we'll do this all over again. 1-0. Low for ball 2, 2-0. That one squirts away there. And trotting down the third is Landon Peel. So now Peel just 90 feet away.
I would assume he's not going to swing at it, but what do I know? I said the same thing last inning. Someone cracked it a 3-0 count and popped up.
On the 3-0 pitch, strike 1. Coach Kappas has already texted me his lineup card for the next game. Pretty cool.
Yeah, the team just getting near Joe. They're going to take some hitting, I'm sure. And then, that's.
Hebel gets the walk.
20, yeah.
Here's our double 28.
No, you asked. I think that's Thealgis.
Well, we were.
Didn't you ask?
Pinch runner is Colby Thealgis.
I assume
we were told if there's a pinch runner, it's 28. It's going to be Colby Thealgis.
He doesn't have sunglasses on, does that
And
matter?
he did not have sunglasses on. Yes, Taryn Reagan wears number 28 also, and he told me, yeah, I'm wearing sunglasses, and it's like okay.
There's
a call strike to the hitter Colton Ness. Yeah, I went down and then tried to clarify it. Yeah, we're both wearing 28. And Jaron, starts with a J.
Okay.
It looks like T in the book on the scorecard, but he said his name was Jaron. So anyway, I apologize, Jaron. Call a strike. And I apologize if his parents and family are watching. But anyway, he said, yeah, and I'm wearing sunglasses. And it's like, okay, I guess that's the way we'll do it. But they did say it's Colby Theelgis if there's a courtesy runner. Colton S. 0-2. Thomas delivers. He pulls it down the third base side. And the throw is coming home. And it pops out of the glove, so Peel is safe. The ball was in the glove of Kirchner, but it just popped out here as he tried to put up the tag.
He just couldn't, he, like I said, he caught it, Joe. He just couldn't secure it with the other hand, I think. And by the time he was going to do that, the slide had come in and popped it out. And safe at home.
So LaMoure gets their first run on the board here in the bottom of the second. And heading down to second base is Colby Theelgis. And now at the plate for LaMoure is Blaze Isaacson, the pitcher.
Pitcher in this game.
Oh, take strike one.
LaMoure post 19. Post 15 with a 3-1 lead over LaMoure right now. No outs though here in the bottom of the
Might have a lot of runs scored in this one the way it's starting out here.
It's the way it's starting out.
And he squares and offers, and it's strike two to Isaacson. Blaze Isaacson, the number 7 hitter in the order. Due up next is Gunnar Theelgis, and then it's Dustin Ketterling in the hole. Nobody out here yet, so runners on first and second. If it's a fly ball in the infield, it's...
infield fly.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you, man.
Yeah.
Breaking pitch just misses outside, 1-2. It was a good pitch.
Yes, it certainly looked good, Joe. I'm up here. I'm a long ways away from that plate. So
yeah, that's right. Thomas with the pitch. That one's hit out to center field, and backing up a couple steps is Goodspeed for the catch. And the first out of the inning is recorded on a fly ball to center field.
So we still have the infield fly in effect, flare and playable.
Thank you.
With one out.
It's going to bring up Gunnar Theelgis.
Now batting for LaMoure, center fielder number 20, Gunnar Theelgis.
Thomas delivers to Gunnar.
Gunnar played shortstop the first game for a while.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Let's see here. One out, a 1 pitch to Gunnar. Comes up high. One and one out. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
how many ones
6,
are on the board?
7, 8. 8. Fly ball to center field. Goodspeed drifts over to his left and makes the catch. And he'll throw to third on the fake tag, but not going anywhere with Theelgis. So a fly ball out by Gunnar Theelgis. So that's 2 outs on the board. And Goodspeed with 2 outs in a row here. Brings up the number 9 hitter, Dustin Ketterling. Ketterling, the number 9 hitter in the order here in the bottom of the second. LaMoure's put 1 run across here in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss.
Thomas, solid start to the game so far.
0-1. Holmberg. Oh, and he stepped out of the box there and missed that one. So Ketterling swings and misses. It's 0-2. He stepped out of the way that one there, the way it looked. As they say, he used to stepped in the bucket.
Yeah.
Isn't that what they used to say?
That's what I believe.
That one, good pitch there by Thomas, trying to nibble the outside corner and get him to fish on that one again, but Ketterling does well to lay off of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. There's a ground ball. Seeing eye single. No, nice knockdown, but not able to come up with it. Wow, what a play by Easton Reiber. Couldn't quite come up with it, though.
Might have saved a run, Joe.
Yep, I'm going to give him a single, as it was trying to get through, but it didn't quite make it. And now bases are loaded for Detroit Lakes here, or for LaMoure. Nice play by Easton Reiber, diving on his belly to save that one. Like you said, Chad, he probably saved the run. So that's going to bring up the top of the order now, Tate Mart. And a breaking pitch there by Thomas looked pretty good. And it's called a ball, 1-0. I think it froze Tate Mart a little bit too. Low for a ball, 2-0. No room at the end, Chad, with 2 outs. Bases are juiced. There's a slap, and Tate Mart's going to get 1 RBI for sure, and here comes 2.
Oh, he fell down. He's going to go back.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Behind the pole there, I didn't get to see it.
I don't know if he tripped over the base or his footing got screwed up, Joe, but he fell down. Went to his knees. So
only 1 run on that RBI single there by Tate Mart. So everybody else moves up a base. So to third base goes Colton Ness, to second base Ketterling. And with the single, Tate Mart on first. And that'll bring up number 2 hitter in the lineup, Connor Johnson. Connor singled in his first at bat in the first inning. So we're tied at 3 here, bud. New game again. And the pitch from Thomas. And that is pulled. That was inside pitch, and he still turned on it in a hurry. Almost hit that white car over there. I know base umpire Robert Wanick was at a softball game, I think. And
barely got there. And
whack in his back window of his SUV. 0-2 pitch. A little bit low ball.
Are we tied to the scoreboard? Says 3-2. You know, did they only score 1 that time instead of 2?
Oh, yeah, 2. That's right. Yep.
So it is right. It is 3-2.
You're right.
Okay.
My bad. My bad. And again, a high curve ball there. And the count evens out at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And bad news on the Twins, too. They're
stop now.
They're down 7-6 now. Just a 3-run home run just happened. They were up 6-4.
Damn it.
It's not over, though, Joe.
7-6.
Yep.
There's a swing and a miss and a strikeout recorded for Thomas, and that will end the second inning here as LaMoure brings 8 to the plate and score 2 runs, stranding 3, bases loaded. So we're going to come back here for the top of the third next, right here on Three Borders Sports Network.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Hey, girls. Oh, love it.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm TikToking.
Is he serious?
Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
Three Rivers Crisis Center is offering support to survivors of domestic violence, sexual violence, and child abuse in Richland County for now over 25 years. It's free and strictly confidential. 24/7 access to support and resources including counseling. Get help, identify abuse, plan for safety, support others, and get involved. Three Rivers Crisis Center's 24-hour crisis line is 701-642-2115. All right, we're back here at John Randall, and the first pitch swinging. And the ground ball to third. Mart picks it up and gets it over to Peel to retire the Mason Omberg. Swinging on the first pitch, Mason Omberg, Jimmy commit.
Sometimes that first pitch, Joe, you like it so well.
Yep. Also, Jacob Thomas pitching for Detroit Lakes is a Jimmy commit as well. And we got a shout out for him. So we'll, second pitcher.
Yep,
and that's
second
another
pitch, and that's in the
there's
left
a base
center,
hit to the gap. Is he going to go to two? And he is not even hesitating.
Didn't hesitate.
Look at that. Gets in there standing up. Nice double there by Josh Goodspeed, showing good speed. So he walked in the first at bat and doubled here. Shout out to Jacob Thomas, pitcher for Detroit Lakes, committed to Jamestown this fall from his family and friends watching in Detroit Lakes. Thank you very much, folks. Appreciate you watching Three Borders Sports Network.
Yep.
We'll do the best we can. So a nice double there by Josh Goodspeed.
See, Joe, look at, now remember yesterday I had that question, why would you put two sliding gloves on?
Did he do it?
Oh, I thought he had two, but maybe that's just one big one that he wrapped. Oh, I thought it was two. I was going to be impressed by my
by your observation.
Yeah, and now he's only got one on.
All right. Tanner Wilson at the plate. He'll slap that one. Gets by up the middle. So coming around to score is going to be Goodspeed. Throw coming into the cutoff. And now it gets away over at first base. So there goes Tanner Wilson to second base. And he'll get in there standing up.
Did you notice what glove, what hand the Goodspeed had on, though? He has it on right hand, Joe. I think yesterday I think they had the single one on the left hand.
Yep.
So I suppose it kind of depends on what hand you're going to slide in with. But
so a single and an error gets the run across here for Detroit Lakes.
Second baseman number 13, Easton Reiber.
So now Easton Reiber first pitch swinging. Boy, everybody's teeing off in that first pitch here, ain't they?
Maybe something was said in the dugout. Maybe we want to look at that first pitch, and if it's there, hit it hard somewhere.
So 4-2 lead here for Detroit Lakes. So now just that quick, it's strike two on the foul ball.
Fans are safe. Got 0-2 count. 1 out here. Top of the third.
And again, pop foul. It's down the first base side, but that's not going to be caught. Does it hit the ground already?
Yeah, the wind's blowing out now, Joe. And there's the breeze, once you get outside the press box door, that breeze is blowing out pretty good, Joe.
Yep. Easton Reiber takes outside for ball. It's 1-2.
So it's a hitter's paradise today, Joe, with the wind blowing out.
It's almost as strong as it was yesterday.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Ooh, and he pulls that one foul on the third base side.
Get it up in the air. Anywhere in the outfield, Joe, she's going to carry.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at second base. Tanner Wilson outside for ball. Tanner Wilson reached on a single, and then the throwing error here from the cutoff allowed him to go to second base. And that one's pulled foul just down the third baseline. Chad Affield, and I'm Joe Schreiner. Thank you very much for joining Three Borders Sports Network this afternoon, here on a Sunday afternoon. That one's low in the dirt, so good at bat here so far for Easton Reiber.
He's hanging tough, Joe.
And the pitch hits him in the left shoulder, so he got a free pass either way. So now runners at first and second here for Detroit Lakes, Chad. And
yeah, the infield fly is in effect.
Oh, yeah. Runners at first and second, less than 1 out, or less than 2 outs, excuse me. There's 1 out on the scoreboard and 1 out in my book. Number 9 hitter, Chaz Eckhoff, steps up to the plate. He had a nice sacrifice bunt in his first at bat. And he'll pull that one, and it's a line drive. Nope, must have hit the ground because throwing it over.
No. Yeah, I think he caught it, Joe, because he tried to double off over there at first instead of,
Wow. And a nice play over there by Mart.
Yeah, you got the beam kind of in your way, Joe, right?
Yeah. I didn't see if he caught it or not.
I couldn't tell if he But he must have, though, because he got up and trucked her over to first to double off the runner at first. So.
Yep. So he threw it, and he could have gone the shorter route to second because Wilson was way off the bag, too.
He could have,
But he threw it over to first, and Peel put the tag down for the third out, so that strands a runner at second base, and that will end the top of the third. We're going to go to the bottom of the third. Detroit Lakes 4, LaMoure 2, back after this.
Your business depends on technology. Digital Guru provides professional IT solutions you can trust to keep it moving forward. From redesigning existing systems to brand new builds, we offer your business managed IT services, including backups, cybersecurity, cloud services, remote desk support, and more. And don't forget, we also provide audio, video, security camera, and door access control installation. Focus on what you do best and leave the technology to the professionals. Contact Digital Guru today.
Since the inception of Vaterstadt, the spirit of innovation has led the company. We push the limits, providing innovative and reliable seeding and tillage solutions that simplify everyday life for farmers. We continue to reimagine the capabilities and technology behind farm machinery, providing customers with a perfect emergence while maximizing their yields. We look forward to growing together.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. LaMoure batted 8 in the second inning, only come up with 2 runs, and Corbin Potts is going to lead it off here. Thomas, and that one's drilled deep to left. That could be off the wall or over there. It is off the top of the wall.
Top of the wall.
And he almost had the HR. And he's going to have to dive into second base, and I think he might have started out in the home run trot because he nailed that thing. There's your wind coming into play again, Chad.
Yep, the wind blowing that way, Joe. Now it looks like, on the flags, though, it looks like it's blowing out to right again, Joe. So maybe it's swirling out there.
Corbin Potts gets a hold of that one out to the left field wall. Just missed a home run by about
not by much.
2 feet, maybe?
Maybe.
That one sails outside and high to Landon Peel again. 4 for 5 on the day here. 4 singles. Number 4 hitter. Scored in his last at bat. And he pulls that one foul.
Yep.
4-2 in favor of Detroit Lakes here. We're in the bottom of the third. LaMoure has already secured the first place trophy, even if they lose. And Peel fouls that one off. Even if they lose, because East Grand Forks finishes with a 3-1 record, and if LaMoure loses, they're 3-1. So they defeated East Grand, so they would win the trophy outright. So whether they win or lose, they're going to get the first place trophy. And Jacob Thomas, future Jimmy on the hill. There's a comebacker right up the middle. Going to be a tough play, but it is made there, and they get Landon Peel retired on the throw from the other Jimmy, Omberg.
Yeah, he made it look easy. Omberg did it short there.
Yeah, he did.
You know, popped up and kind of went to his glove.
And the ball was hit kind of up in the middle, but that still allows Corbin Potts to get to third. So 1 out in the books, and that brings up the catcher, Garrett Hebel. For Detroit Lakes, 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second, and 1 in the third. LaMoure scored both of their runs in the bottom of the second. Pops mid outside, ball 1. The 1-0 count. And it's a fly ball. The center should get the run.
That's going to be
That's going to be deep, and it is deep. Heading to second base is Hebel. He'll get the RBI, and he's going to head to 3, and he's going to make it easily. He can stand up when he gets there. Out to the 372 mark in the right center. And Hebel with a stand-up triple. And an RBI with that as well.
Yeah, here comes the courtesy for the catcher, Joe.
Oh, yeah. That's
28.
Colby Theelgis. So let's go.
Courtesy runner number 28, Colby.
Change that to 4-3 now. Sorry about that, Garrett Hebel. I didn't quite get that one on the right camera. I had the center field camera going yet. I've missed that a couple times this weekend, Chad. That's when Brian's here. He can usually do that stuff. Should have left it over to you. Foul back into the net. It's 0-2 now to the hitter, Colton Ness. He reached on a fielder's choice and got stranded at third base in his last time. No, you got other duties today.
Yeah,
today. So
it's been a long weekend, Joe.
I hear you. Little breaking pitch there, just inside. So 4-3. LaMoure struggling to get back into this one. They're working their way into it. Again, a pop fly in the middle of the infield. Second baseman Easton Reiber.
Yeah.
Again, there you go, Chad.
That wind is tough to play, Joe. That was wind affected, I believe.
I believe it was too, as Easton Reiber had to reach back over his head to pick that one off in the air. But he made the play. It looks good in the book, as they say.
Well, Joe, I don't have good news on the Twins.
Oh, man.
7-6. I jinxed them, Joe.
They lost?
Yep.
It's over, huh?
Yep.
That's not good. So the pitcher, Blaze Isaacson, steps up to the plate, and that hit him.
Yeah.
Luckily on the left side there, so he'll go to first base on the free pass. So Gunnar Thiel just steps up to the plate. He flied out to center in his last at bat. Two outs, runners at the corners for LaMoure. Jacob Thomas on the hill. There's a slap to right field for a base hit. Nice hit there, timely hit, and an RBI single for Gunnar Thiel just brings in the other Thiel. That was Colby running for Hebel. So Colby comes in, gets the high fives from his teammates.
Yep, and number 10 is going out to run for...
10 is Avery Kramer.
He's running for...
Gunnar Thiel.
Yeah, for Isaacson. Yeah, he's running for Isaacson, the pitcher.
Oh, okay, yep. He was at second base.
It's mandatory just for the catcher, or is it mandatory for the pitcher, too?
Nope, just the catcher.
Okay.
And the throw down to second. Kirchner wanted to try and see if he could catch the courtesy runner getting a little too far off there, but Kramer got back in time. Pitch catches the corner. It's 1-1. So what time you got to head over to Science to run the shuttle bus?
Yeah, it depends. They normally go till 8:15, 8:30 before, so... Game-wise, I think I'll be okay, and I already cleared myself from the after the game field work, so I should be good, Joe.
Okay, so you can stick around for that one.
Yep.
And then it's Boys State over there this week.
Boys State too. So
some of those guys are coming into town already.
Yes, so it's busy at the college. And then 8th Avenue, Joe, is
that's all
8th Avenue, so. That's kind of where the food place is, so it's going to be an adventure, I think, driving around for
screws up your bus route.
Yes.
From the activity center.
That oval is not made for a school bus, Joe.
No, I know. I've heard that complaint many times.
You can do it, but it's,
Mm-hmm. Deuce is wild on the scoreboard, Chad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. 8.
If you count 26, that'd be 8.
Yep, 8 deuces on the board. That's low for ball 3. 3-2 now to the hitter, Dustin Ketterling. Singled in his first at bat. Again, runners at first and second here for LaMoure. And the merry-go-round's going to start, so base hit probably bring in at least one, but he'll pop it up to the right side.
Joe, it's up in the wind. It's up in the wind, Joe.
And the center fielder, Goodspeed, tried to back it up there, and it lands.
It's up in the wind.
Chad called it. So an error.
Yep.
And ending up at second base was Ketterling, so he gets 2 RBI out of that whole mess. And now LaMoure takes the lead.
Third baseman number 1, Tate Maurer.
So LaMoure takes the lead now 6-4. As Jacob Thomas goes outside on that one. And again, right now, Tate Mart is the 8th batter to come to the plate for LaMoure, and in the last inning, they had 8 come to the plate. A little bit low, ball 2. Tate Mart so far has singled and reached on an error. He's been on base both times, and we know he's got the speed. 4 stolen bases so far today. Previous game and this one. It's pulled foul toward the dugout. 2-1 now to Tate Mart. 2 outs. Again, runners just at second base. Falls that one back to the pads. He's right on it, as they say. Two balls, 2 strikes. There's the deuces on there again, Chad. Caught the corner, strike 3, caught Tate Mart looking. I bet that don't happen very often either for that leadoff hitter from LaMoure. Again, 8 to the plate for LaMoure. This time they score 4. Last time they only scored 2, so that's going to end the inning here, and we're going to move to the top of the 4th right after this on Three Borders Sports Network. We're tied at 4 on Three Borders Sports Network.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
All right, Chad, we're going to go to the top of the 4th here, and leading off the top of the inning is the leadoff hitter, and he's going to ground a single through the hole on the left side, and that will be Noah Reiber. So Noah having a good day. He's 2 for 3, or 2 for 2. He was actually hit by a pitch in his first at bat, so he's reached base all 3 times. So let's see if Detroit Lakes now can work themselves back into it here in the 4th inning. And the next batter now is going to be Grady Kirchner. Kirchner singled and scored in the first, reached on an error in the second. So 1 for 2. Pops that one foul. It's going to drift, or is it?
No, it's going to stay in, Joe. That wind's going to
stay in. Yep,
the wind's
going to fair.
Yep, the wind's going to keep it.
Yep.
Now pitching for LaMoure, number 21.
When it first left the bat, I thought
did too,
I was thinking it was even going to be out of play, but that thing ended up in fair territory when Ness caught it out in left field. Here comes Jacob Thomas, the Jimmy, and the pitcher. And he'll ground one to third. A tough hop. I got to give him a hit on that one.
Yeah.
That was not Mart's fault there on that one at all. There's no question in my mind that was a hit. So Jacob Thomas with a nice base hit down the third base line. Mart took a swipe at it with his glove.
Hard hit, Joe. Yeah, he took it just didn't get it.
Yep.
That was moving, Joe. That was hit pretty good.
So Detroit Lakes starting to fight back again here. Oh, we got a new pitcher here for LaMoure, too. I didn't see that. And there's another base hit up the middle. See what we do. Are we going to send anybody home? Nope. We're going to hold them up. So now we've got bases loaded.
Potts got the return in, throw in. He tried to go into the second baseman and try to see if they could sneak something there, too. But
so now pitching is Tanner Wilson for
no, that's
LaMoure.
That's Ness, isn't it?
Or Colton Ness, excuse me.
That's Ness, 21. My bad.
Oh, I'm on the wrong side. That's why. I was looking at. There's a foul ball. I got to put that on the other side. That was dumb.
We figured that switch would happen sometime.
Yep.
I'm assuming Isaacson went out to. He might be out in left, Joe.
Isaacson was number 7.
He might be out in left.
Could be. So we're going to.
It's a double-digit number out in right.
Yep. So Ness comes in to pitch. And like you said, Chad, we kind of talked about that at the beginning of the game here, that Isaacson finished up the one before.
Yeah, he finished the game before, so you knew he probably.
Now Colton Ness pitches low for ball.
Oh.
That might have got our catcher in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
Oh, we got time. And he's going to walk it off. So, gotta take a little breather.
Joe, I shouldn't laugh, but
I'm not laughing.
I know I'm not laughing. If you
well, we are now.
Yeah.
But we all know how that works. It's just one of those things. And even though he wears the protective equipment, there are spots and sometimes it hurts. As he takes low for ball 3. Again, Mason Omberg, the future Jimmy himself, at the plate here, struck out and grounded out. And he'll pop it up. First base side. Peel drifting over. Can't see it. Can't find it.
Nope.
And there he saw it at the last second. He was looking for help. And it's a high sky here at John Randall Field. It's no clouds in the sky. And he just looks up and couldn't see it. So it's 3 balls, 1 strike. Is that the right count? 3-1? It is. 3-2.
No, it's 3-2.
It's full count. I was going to say, I didn't think he swung at that on a 3-0 pitch. And he'll foul that one off, and he'll stay alive. Again, Peel giving chase on that one.
Wind's going to...
He's going to blow it out.
Yeah, wind's going to blow it out.
Thank you.
So we'll try and figure out if Isaacson went to left
I think that's
or not.
Isaacson out there, but
we're assuming it's him. Can't read the number from here, but Ness comes home with it.
Well, I just know he normally played a lot of right field too, but that's a double-digit number out in right field. That's 26 out in right field.
That is correct, and that would still be
Ketterling.
Yep.
And Ness was out in left, so that.
Ooh, a strike 3. As Omberg is rung up here with bases loaded and 1 out. Now there's 2 outs. Omberg didn't agree with it. He tossed his bat early, thinking he was getting the free pass and the RBI, but he did not get either.
Center fielder number 14, Josh Goodspeed.
So Goodspeed up now for Detroit Lakes. Goodspeed on the day. Reached, let's see, we got a good right. Walked and singled. Oh, now what are we talking about? I'm not sure what that was about. The little visit there at third base. Dan Haugen, I see. Dan Haugen comes back to his position behind the catcher, and we're ready to go. It's high for ball. And when Ness gets the ball, it looks like he's in a hurry to go.
Yeah, he doesn't take a lot of time, Joe.
Yep. And that one sails outside on Ness. Talked to J.R. Thielges, the coach for LaMoure, here before the game when I got the lineup card from him. He said that they've got 4 regional games here coming up this week, so he's hoping he's got some pitching left for it. So it's 3-0 now to the hitter Josh Goodspeed. Base is juiced, nowhere to go. There's a strike. Detroit Lakes looking to get something back here. They trail 6-4. They had a 3-0 lead at one point. That one's high for ball 4, so that one hits the walk and an RBI for Josh Goodspeed.
Now got a for Detroit Lakes. First baseman number 21, Tanner Wilson.
So we'll see what happens here on this one now as Tanner Wilson comes to the plate. Rounded out and reached on an error, 0 for 2. Pops up high for Ness. It's ball 1, 1-1. Detroit Lakes scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second, third, and fourth for 5 runs, and LaMoure scored 2 in the second and 4 in the third. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bases loaded still for Detroit Lakes. The pitch fouled away, back into the net. Net was, good thing it was 30 feet high because I think it caught that top 29 feet.
Yeah, it was in the top foot or so.
2-2, and here we go. Deuce is wild again, Chad. 2-2-2. Inside, ball 3. Bases loaded. The merry-go-round will start, especially with Ness in the windup. They can go now. Slap back up the middle, and he's got to go to first on that. Does Potts, and he does over to Peel for the out. So it was a good, lucky play there as everybody was going on the pitch, Chad. That's the only play he had.
Yeah, he didn't have a play at second because runners took off early. So
all right, that's going to end the top of the fourth. We're going to go to the bottom of the fourth here. LaMoure coming to the plate. They lead by 1. Back after this.
At OSPTI, our focus is on each individual's therapy needs, whether it be for speech, occupational, or physical therapy services. I'm Becky, a physical therapist at OSPTI, and I love being able to provide that personal care to each person that we see with clinics in Breckenridge, Hankinson, and Fergus Falls. You don't have to travel very far from home. From infants to athletes to adults, you can request OSPTI to meet your therapy goals.
Studio 22 Designs, located at 904 16th Avenue North in Wahpeton, offering boutique retail and custom photography, specializing in senior sessions, newborn, children, family, and professional headshots. With over 10 years of professional photography experience, Studio 22 Designs provides high-quality, creative photography that you will cherish for years to come. Studio 22 Designs boutique retail and custom photography. Book your session today, 701-430-1024.
All right, leading off the bottom of the fourth here for LaMoure is Connor Johnson. LaMoure has sent 8 hitters to the plate in the last 2 innings, Chad. Scored 2 runs in one of them and 4 in the other. So we've got a 6-5 game, a 1-run game here. And that one goes inside off the Kircher's glove. Run, little guy. Atta boy. Little Theo just running there.
Yeah. Runs like you, Joe.
Oh, yeah. He could probably beat me.
I don't know, Joe. I've seen you run, Joe.
Takes high for ball, 3-0. I've trotted, Chad. You haven't seen me run in years.
I think you and Jeannie should race.
I don't know if she's watching, to be honest with you. That's high ball 4, so Connor Johnson draws the walk.
I might ask her. We should see. We talked about this yesterday too. That tag race we were supposed to have on the bases.
Yeah.
Maybe you and your wife could team up, and I could find somebody else. I don't know.
Phil.
Yeah, me and Phil. Me and Phil against you and Jeannie.
You talk to Jeannie.
Next time I see Jeannie, I'm gonna ask.
All right. See what she says on that one. I think you're gonna. There's a pass ball.
If she's
there.
watching, Joe, you'll be getting a text here shortly.
Yep. It'll be a wild pitch, I should say, not a pass ball. That one goes against the pitcher Thomas, not against the catcher Kirchner. So ending up at second base, Connor Johnson, Corbin Potts at the plate. He's doubled and grounded out. That one's low, and that one squirts away from Kirchner, and down to third in a hurry goes Johnson. So now.
Yep. Chance to get that run back they gave up in the top half.
90 feet away. Yeah, I don't know if Jeannie's.
No.
Her knee might not be able to take that one. All right, the infield is in for Detroit Lakes.
Well, maybe you could. We'll put her in a wheelchair, Joe. You can push her around the first two and then just drop her off and then just stop running those next two, Joe.
Stop.
I'll push Phil because Phil doesn't like to run either.
Yeah,
so
probably.
We can
pull
foul. We can wheelchair the first leg of it, Joe.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we'll scratch that old plan, Chad. 3-1 to cover.
We were going to sell tickets and everything last year, I think.
Yeah, I think. Well, we could probably get it sold
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Drifting deep in center field, going way back. It's good speed, and it's off his glove as he's drifting back. And the run will score. Corbin Potts ends up at second base.
The wind is just enough, Joe, where it's going to keep carrying that way. Because now it's blowing back out again, Joe.
It is.
You know, it kind of changes. Sometimes it's cross and sometimes it's straight out.
So good speed. Thought he had a track on it. Didn't use full speed, and he just went back and popped out of his glove, like Chad said. Wind got a hold of it and just kept pushing. Landon Peel. And it's not that it's, I mean, it's.
No, but it. If you,
low for a ball, Landon.
And it gets up in the air, Joe. It's just something about it gets up in the air, and you just don't think it's blowing that bad, and then all of a sudden it just kind of keeps carrying. Hasn't carried it enough to get it off over the fence, but
right.
But it is
Not so far.
It is 372 to that gap, Joe. That's a hefty poke.
That one, a breaking pitch comes across for a strike on a 2-0 pitch. It says the wind's out of the north at 10 to 12 right now, so it's not a strong gusty wind, but it's just enough to carry the ball. Thomas, 2-1 pitch. Almost catches Peel on the curveball. It's too far inside. It's 3-1. Landon Peel 4 or 6 on the day, including the first game. Pound that one up the middle. Picked up at shortstop by Omberg. Over to first. Retires Peel. Nice play by Omberg.
Yeah, he's played well at short today.
Sure has. Well, that's the first out recorded. And sliding his way over to third is Corbin Potts. Getting the big lead over there. Just barely see him in the camera shot. Thomas delivers with one out. Nice stop there by Kirchner as that one was in the dirt. So the infield again on the edge of the grass, Chad. Trying to protect. Keep that lead down to 2 or less. And that one's pounded through the gap there. And that one gets through. And an RBI single there for Garrett Hebel. And we'll see the courtesy runner again for him come in. That's usually Colby Theelgis.
28, there he is.
Colby Theelgis comes out for Garrett
28
Hebel.
with no sunglasses,
Yep, 28 with no glasses. That's what we were told.
Left fielder number 21, Colton Ness. Correction, pitcher number 21.
So Colton Ness at the plate now. So 8-5 here in favor of LaMoure. After that run comes across the plate. So everything but the bottom of the first, we've had runs scored. Colby getting a big lead, and there he goes. Swung on and fouled away. He'll have to go back. Colton Ness at the plate so far today. Fielder's choice and a pop out. It's 0 for 2 for the pitcher from LaMoure. Again, Colby Theelgis over at first. Took off on that one. It's a 1-1 count. Throw over to pick him off there, and it's unsuccessful at that. So let's see. Maybe we'll do a pitch out here in a 1-1 count. Colby getting his lead, stays put. That one's fouled over to the third base side, right on top of the dugout roof. Or dent repair for Chad's dent repair. You're going to have to start a business.
Yeah. They said get up on that one a little easier, Joe, than the rest of them.
I tell you, I mounted a camera last year over there on top of the dugout. And that just wasn't fun because it's not strong enough to support you.
No.
Sails outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2, 1 out. Runner over at first base is Colby Theelges, courtesy running for Hebel. There he goes. That was grounded to third. The only play that he's got is go to first. Theelges rounds.
Oh, you over-rounded too much. If they didn't want the second with us, they might have had it, Joe.
Noah Reiber throws him out at third base. And Colby took a big turn at second.
Then he goes, uh-oh.
Yep. And if Wilson would have went to second base, I think they would have had him in a rundown, or they would have got him out one way or the other. Caught the corner for a strike on Blaze Isaacson. We think he went to left
I'm
field.
not sure. I'll watch where he goes. I think he's out and left.
I would agree with you, sir, because we knew that Ketterling stayed in right.
Yes.
And if Ness came in from left, that's probably where Isaacson went, and it's 0-2.
Is that, yeah, because Ness was there, so hopefully it was just a straight kind of switch left and pitch. But.
0-2. Caught him on the corner, strike 3, and that's going to end the inning here for LaMoure, but they get 2 more here in the bottom of the 4th. So we're going to go to the top of the 5th, 8-5 lead, and we'll be right back after these messages on Three Borders Sports Network. Three Rivers Crisis Center is offering support to survivors of domestic violence, sexual violence, and child abuse in Richland County for now over 25 years. It's free and strictly confidential. 24/7 access to support and resources including counseling. Get help, identify abuse, plan for safety, support others, and get involved. Three Rivers Crisis Center's 24-hour crisis line is 701-642-2115.
Your business depends on technology. Digital Guru provides professional IT solutions you can trust to keep it moving forward. From redesigning existing systems to brand new builds, we offer your business managed IT services, including backups, cybersecurity, cloud services, remote desk support, and more. And don't forget, we also provide audio, video, security camera, and door access control installation. Focus on what you do best and leave the technology to the professionals. Contact Digital Guru today.
All right, buddy, we're going to the top of the 5th. LaMoure leads Detroit Lakes 8-5. Welcome back, everybody, to Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner. That's Chad Affield. And that one sails up over the head of Easton Reiber for ball 1. Seems like it's been a quick moving game, even though we've had a lot of runs scored.
It's been an hour and 20 minutes or whatever, Joe.
Has it been that long?
It's about 12 after 4 right now. It was 2:56, I think, when we started.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Hey. Bob's.
Carter Bob's in house. Yeah. One of the summer field care workers. Comes in high for ball 3, 3-1 now to Easton Reiber, the number 8 hitter. So far he's been hit by a pitch twice. We'll see what happens in this one. Ness brings it in, high ball 4, so he got 3. Again, I hate that term free pass when you refer to it as a hit by pitch because you pay for that, baby. You get hit twice.
It really depends where you get hit too, Joe. It really hurts.
Comes the designated hitter, Chaz Eckhoff. So runner at first base, Eckhoff at the plate, takes inside for a strike. Eight-5 lead here for LaMoure. Another strike at the letters. Belt high, wherever it was there. It's 0-2 now. Home plate umpire Dan Haugen on the bases. Robert Wannick Jr. We interviewed him yesterday in our baseball game.
He came up here yesterday,
And that's driven to left field, and that's going to be deep.
Yeah,
and that's going to bounce just in front of the track. It got over the head of Isaacson.
Yeah, he took a step in, Joe, and probably should have went back.
That's about what he missed her by out there too. But it's a stand-up double in the books for Chaz Eckhoff, the designated hitter, in the number 9 spot. So Detroit Lakes threatening again here in the 5th inning. They trail by 3. They took off with a 3-0 lead to start here in the top of the 2nd.
Yeah.
And then LaMoure.
We thought about Curtis. No. I was going to courtesy or something, and all of a sudden changed his mind, Joe.
Chaz Eckhoff out at second base there with that double. Landed one about. It hopped onto the warning track, so it was hit deep in left center. So now this brings up the leadoff hitter, Noah Reiber. Takes high for ball. It's 2-0. Colton Ness having a little bit of trouble. Like I said, Coach Steele just said there before the game, he said he's got 4 league games this week, so he's got to save his pitching a little bit, and that one's fouled away. Out of play. 2-1. And now we're going to get some sort of a pinch runner. Is that number 18?
I think it's 18, Joe.
18, Sean Velker. Courtesy running at second base, or pinch running at second base, I should say. So he gets his name announced here for the first time in the tournament, at least as far as I can remember.
Yeah, I don't remember hearing that name before.
And the pitch pulled down the third
right down the
baseline.
line.
And they say it's fair. Is everybody safe?
Yep.
Yeah, because the runner at third base got back.
Yeah, he got back. Right down the line, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Good stop by.
So it goes in the book as a single.
Good stop by Mark, but
he tried to take the easiest out there and didn't quite get there. So now bases loaded and nobody out.
Infield fly, fair and playable.
Kirchner gets up and he'll slap that one to left.
See, Isaacson did it again, Joe.
And it is over Isaacson's head and left. One run will score. Second run comes in across the plate. So
he took that step in again, Joe.
Yep.
It was just enough to get over him again.
And maybe he's used to playing right field. I'm not sure, but
and the left field, Joe, it's not as bad now as it would be in a couple hours, but it's still not the easiest thing to play out left field if you've never, played with that sun.
So guess what, Chad? We got a one-run game.
Yep, and there's still nobody out, and it's second and third.
Uh-huh. Colton Ness delivers high and tight here to the hitter Jacob Thomas. Easton Reiber scored, and the courtesy runner Velker scored. And there's another drive to left, Chad. That's going to hook foul.
Yep.
Isaacson's probably saying, what the heck are you guys doing picking on me?
Put me to right field, coach.
Throw some outside pitches and make them go to right. Isaacson getting in shape out there for the football season, maybe. 1-1 to the hitter Jacob Thomas. Singled in his last at bat. Ness delivers, and it's chop foul. We're in the 5th inning. We've had runs scored in every inning, so every half inning so far, except the bottom of the first. And that one's
look at
nice.
that snag. That was a nice snag by the on-deck batter again, Joe.
In the air by Hunter Korth. Snagged that one in the on-deck circle. Gets the dot from PA announcer Mike Rittenauer. That one's back up the middle. That might squirt through, Chad. And everybody's going to be safe.
Yep,
Nice stop there by Potts.
Potts got it stopped anyway, so he saved a run.
Saved one of the runs, yep. So an infield single there
Ties
for
it up.
Jacob Thomas. And yes, we are. We are now tied up here, 8-8. It's going to bring up Hunter Korth.
Now batting for Detroit Lakes, outfielder number 10, Hunter Korth.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to get that last game started at 5:30 like you wanted to, Chad.
Oh.
There goes the runner. got him at second. So the first out is recorded on the attempted steal. So Hunter Korth is thrown out. Jacob Thomas.
I only have one team that has to have infield, Joe.
Well, that's true. That might help.
That's going to help. But we're only in the bottom of the fifth, and now we're tied.
Caught stealing.
It'll be close.
The infield now for LaMoure on the edge of the grass. Swung on, pulled to the left side. Fair by just a little bit. So another base hit goes in the books here for Detroit Lakes as Korth stands into second with a double. So Korth now standing at second brings up Mason Omberg.
Batting for Detroit Lakes, shortstop number 1, Mason Omberg.
Swing and a miss, strike one to Omberg.
Yeah, Detroit Lakes sending somebody down to the bullpen. 15, I believe, is going to be thrown.
Okay. Strike two on the outer edge. 15.
15, it looks like, Joe.
Yeah.
Is that one of the Rhymers? I think that's one of the Rhymers, Joe.
That one's pop foul on the right side. Drifting foul into the bullpen.
I think that's one of the Rhymers, I think.
15 is Noah. Look at you with the memory.
Yeah,
I've got the scorebook and it made me look. You haven't got any gray hair yet, though.
No.
So Noah Reiber warming up in the bullpen for Detroit Lakes here. And that one gets away and advancing 90 feet is Hunter Korth.
Well, he took a big turn there at third, but...
So Mason Omberg at the plate. He's 0 for 3 today. He'd probably like to get at least one hit in today, and there's a runner at third that he'd like to get in to help his team get a little bigger lead. Been back and forth here all game long. Again, LaMoure driven to right, and that's going to go. One hopper off the fence, Omberg.
He's going 3, Joe.
He is going 3, and he's going to be a play at third base, and it's going to be close, and it gets away.
Yep.
So it hit him.
Yep.
So Omberg with a triple.
Yeah, he didn't hesitate, Joe. He was going.
Nope. Knocks in 2 with that. Omberg with a triple, and I just said that he was 0 for 3 in the day, and he made up for that with a triple and 2 RBI. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 5 on the scoreboard. I got 6 on the scoreboard.
Well, I think he only scored. I think there was just a runner on third.
Was it just one?
I think there was just somebody on third when he hit that, Joe. I could be wrong.
Center fielder number 14, Josh Goodspeed.
Oh, there's a bat there.
Still have a bat in play.
Somebody forgot to get their bat out of the way. I'm going to put.
I can't remember. I thought there was only a runner at third, Joe. But
I just colored in Korth. And oh no, I was wrong. Yep, just one run. So it is 10. Out of play. You are correct. Now I've got a real bad scribble.
Art, I see Craig Peterson in the building, so maybe he's umpiring the last game. He's standing down there by the dugout.
That's good to see him back. 0-2. That's fouled out of play over the first base side. Josh Goodspeed at the plate has walked twice and doubled once. And on the double he scored. And he'll smack that one to left center. Is that going to get in?
Oh.
And it does, off of Isaacson's glove.
Isaacson had a tough. He's had a tough fifth inning, Joe.
And a big turn and back just in time, barely. So Omberg scores.
Yeah.
And an error out in.
Oh, and I think he's hurt it. He tried tagging, I think, Joe, and I think he's hurt.
I think
he's laying there.
I think you are correct.
Laying there, and he's not moving much either. Oh, now he's gonna.
Yeah, it might have been an arm or a shoulder or something. As Johnson dove to try and make the tag. And I'm guessing it was an upper body injury. I'll just do a quick shot here as you can see him laying on the ground there. And that is Connor Johnson. You can see the number 3 there. Coach just steps over him. Try and help him up, sit up there a little bit. Maybe he just knocked the wind out of himself. I don't know. Or no, he just pointed to his left shoulder. And that would be his glove hand, so he probably did try to reach for the tag and didn't get it. I'm going to take a quick commercial break here, Chad, while he heals up, and we'll be right back after this message.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
Line Drive Hitting is owned and operated by longtime baseball coach Kelly McNary. Coach McNary has more than 40 years of experience coaching baseball. If you're looking to find professional assistance for your child to help improve baseball or softball skills, contact Coach McNary. Call, text, or email Coach McNary for more information. 701-403-0841. 701-403-0841. Or kgmcnary@wah.midco.net.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
All right, we're back, and you can see on the right side of your screen there as Connor Johnson is walking off the field, and he's holding his left arm, so we are not going to speculate what kind of injury it was. His legs look like he's fine as head coach Chris Kappas of the Wahpeton Post 20 comes over to help him. Looks like he might be holding his wrist, Chad. Because he dove for the tag and didn't get it.
Yeah.
And I don't think he might have just jammed it in the base or something.
Denver base, when he extended to try to make the tag, he maybe jammed it somehow too, because the base umpire was the first one to come over and kind of, he was trying to find somebody to.
That might have hurt. So we wished Connor Johnson well, and it looks like Colby, is that Colby or is... I don't see any sunglasses. That must be Colby Thiel just at second base then. So Colby.
Yeah, that looks like 20. That looks like 28, Joe.
And he's not got sunglasses.
No sunglasses.
All right, so we're going to assume that's Colby. At second base, replacing Johnson again. Had an injury to his left arm, we'll say. As far as we know, he's still in the dugout, but everybody's waiting for him. Everybody wishes him well, as we do. Chad and I wish him well, too. So.
That's
first base number 21, Tanner.
And a base hit back up the middle. And a nice hit there for Tanner Wilson. And Detroit Lake scores another run. Here's Goodspeed comes across. It's an RBI single for Wilson.
7th run of the inning, Joe.
And that is batting around. 10th hitter coming to the plate.
There's still only one out, too, Joe. They've done well.
So Detroit Lakes takes the lead 12-8, or keeps the lead 12-8, increases the lead 12-8. Again, I haven't seen Johnson come out of the dugout yet. We're kind of keeping an eye on it.
I think he's on the other end, Joe. It looks like there's a parent.
Yeah, there's a couple parents over there.
Standing on the other side that we can't, or out of our view. So
I see Jeff Peel over there. Landon's dad is over there, too, kind of tending to everything. Again, the good news is he walked off under his own power.
He walked off.
But the bad news is he was holding his left arm, his non-throwing arm. And that one comes across for a strike to Easton Ryder.
Yeah, there he goes, Joe.
He is walking back. They are got him in a little bit of a makeshift sling the way it looks. And there's a inside for a ball. 3-1. Yep, they're walking him. Oh, he's going to go sit in the shade here for a minute. So maybe they're going to bring a car over.
They might bring the vehicle over there,
Yep.
just jump over and try to get him over the snow fence. And
Yep. High for ball 4. So Easton Reiber draws the walk.
I'm thinking Ness is kind of the sacrificial lamb, Joe.
It could be.
I mean,
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
here comes.
they're moving some fence over there as we got a mound visit here. And a mound visit brought to you by Hornstein Family Chiropractic. Stop and see Dr. Andrea and staff for all of your chiropractic needs. Downtown Wahpeton, Dakota Avenue. Mound visit. And I'm watching over here in the corner of the window here, Chad, and Connor Johnson is sitting in the shade. He's squatting in the shade, and they must be bringing a vehicle over for him as they've moved the fence area over there too as well.
That'd be the shortest route.
Yep.
You know, Joe, I mean, instead of having him walk all the way to the parking lot, just bring the car over.
Yeah. And he looks like he's in a lot of pain.
Yep.
Unfortunately. Coach Kapp is still standing there, and not sure who the gentleman is with him, if it's his dad, a brother, or just a fan for LaMoure. Feel bad for him.
Yeah, you never like to see anybody get hurt, Joe.
Nope. Especially in a tournament like this.
Yep.
That's popped up.
Wind's
First base
gonna
side.
blow that away, Joe.
Lands right on the concrete in the dugout.
Almost took out the.
As, let's see if I can put my head out the window here. Connor Johnson makes his way out through the fence. And there is a car waiting for him on First Street there, so they're going to take him away here, and we wish the best to Connor Johnson. He's going to be wheeled away here by one of the parents, whether it's his or who it is. I don't know. It's a silver vehicle. And a balk is called. And I think it was just because he didn't. I think it was he did not pause. So we'll move to second and third. You got to pause for a full second when you come down. And I don't think Mr. Ness did that.
There's Mr. Who's? Okay.
So a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, Joe.
Yeah. So now the infield comes in for LaMoure.
Still only one out, Joe.
Yeah. Chaz Eckhoff at the plate. And that's outside for ball, 1-1. Chaz Eckhoff at the plate, doubled and scored in his last at bat. And now we're discussing the count, I think. Something's going on. Anyway, we're I think the discussion is about the balk. And Colton Ness is very quick. He has to settle for a complete second before he can come home with it after he brings to a set. So we'll see what the discussion is. 2-1. 2-1. There's a ground ball to short. And off the grass there, Potts does keep everybody in place, so it works out there defensively. So finally out number 2, Chad, as we go to the top of the order now with Noah Reiber.
It's been a long inning. There's been a lot of stuff happening, Joe.
Now this is the 12th hitter here to come to the plate for Detroit Lakes in this inning. And so far, 7 runs have crossed the plate.
Yeah, the 5:30 thing's looking tough now.
Now it's going to be tough, I think, Chad. The 0-1 pitch for Noah. That might get through. It does, and 1 run will score. So the 8th run of the inning comes across for Detroit Lakes, and Reiber with the RBI single. So moving over to third was Easton Reiber. Noah Reiber with the RBI single. That gives him a couple of RBI today, unofficially. And runners at the corners for Detroit Lakes. And there's a drive out to center. Drifting back is Gunnar Theelges and makes the catch. And the inning finally comes to an end. Wow, 8 runs come across the plate here for Detroit Lakes in the top of the 5th. We got a lot of ways to go here yet with these two teams. And we'll be back with more after this right here on Three Borders Sports Network. Have you ever considered chiropractic for your family? Dr. Andrea and the staff at Hornstein Family Chiropractic love to see families. With 16 years of experience seeing brand new babies, pregnant women, toddlers, teens, athletes, she cares for your family like it's her family. Join Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 715 Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton, and we will help your family grow up healthy. Call 701-672-1300 for the next soonest available appointment, because at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is a family affair.
Thank you, Andrea.
A local insurance team ready to serve you. American Family Insurance, Miller and Associates, providing home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance. As residents of your community, they understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted friends and neighbors. Together, they're building strong partnerships that help everyone succeed. American Family Insurance, Miller and Associates, a proud supporter of high school athletics.
And we hope to see you at American Family Insurance, Miller Associates.
What an eventful 5th inning we had there in the top of the 5th. Again, we wish the best to Connor Johnson from Three Borders Sports Network. And he was helped off the field. He was under his own power, but again, looked like a left arm, left shoulder injury. We're not sure. We haven't heard what it was, but wish him the best, Chad.
Yeah, no.
Don't want to see that.
Don't want to see anybody get hurt like that, Joe. We wish Connor the best.
Yep, that's for sure. Well, I got to add up those totals from that inning, but we were just, between us guys up here in the press box, we were debriefing and just kind of dissecting what happened there in the top of the 5th. As you can see that the,
now Coach Kappas is having a discussion, so
so I'm not sure what exactly is going on there. It's Coach Kappas talking to
he brought baseballs out, and then all of a sudden there was a discussion that broke out. So
I'm not sure. Interesting discussion, whatever it might be. Interesting. Looks like Wahpeton's going to be wearing their baby blues for the final game on Sunday. All right, looks like we're good to go now as Gunnar Thiel just steps up to the plate here. Number 8 hitter in the order for LaMoure. In a back-and-forth game. Like I said, I've said it a couple times here. The only half inning that was no runs scored was the bottom of the 1st for LaMoure. Otherwise, we've had runs and activity, and there's a ground ball. Hot shot. Nice play over at third.
Nice scoop.
But he couldn't quite get the throw over.
The throw bounced over too, Joe, I believe.
Noah Reiber, and that's going to be a dead ball. So standing at second base will be Gunnar Theelges on the air.
Yeah, bounced over the side fence.
Yep. So he'll get second base. No further than that. So here comes LaMoure. We've got Dustin,
my question, Joe, is that a foul ball, though?
Dustin Ketterling up.
You know, the ball that goes over the fence, is that considered a foul ball where you bring it back to and get your free freezy, Joe? Or well, it's not really a foul ball.
Yeah,
technically.
We'll go get it then.
I think somebody retrieved it on me.
Oh, okay. See the bicycle riders over the left center wall. Yep. It's kind of cool on the dike and a pickoff move. Not there.
I'm not a fan of that, Joe.
I know you're not. Nice day for a bike ride up on top of the dike. Like recently built after the 1997 flood here at John Randall.
That's a good view from up there too, Joe.
It is very cool.
More for football on the backside over there, but really can't see much of the baseball field from there. But
yeah, you see off in this the east. You're looking east here from the camera. Actually, you're looking southeast. As swing and a miss there. Strike 3 as Ketterling is retired on the swing. That'll bring up the top of the order, Tate Mart. As you're looking southeast, you've got on the other side of the left field wall, Chad, you got a little football field there, and it's really a great setting. JV plays there, the junior high plays there.
They played a varsity game a few years ago, I think, on it.
Yeah,
if I remember right. I think they wanted to. I'm not sure one or the other.
I don't think you got that one quite pushed through. I think they're a little bit worried about the lights if it was a varsity game.
Yeah.
Because the lights are there, but I just don't think they're as strong as they should be. As the same is true here for John Randall. Strike 2 to Tate Mart. But it's a beautiful place to watch a football game. Like you said, Chad, sitting up on the side of that dike, and you can just sit there and have a pop and hot dog. Tate Mart thought about it, but pulled the bat back in time. It's 1-2. Standing at second base is Gunnar Thiel, just reaching on an error. And then the overthrow at first base. And Tate Mart with a good eye looks that one low for ball 2. Jacob Thomas still on the hill here for Detroit Lakes. There's a curveball, but it's pulled foul to the batting cages and rattles off the second cage, so he really pulled that one. Tate Martin, his last at bat, struck out, reached on an error in his first at bat. And that one he slaps to center field. Good speed comes in and
they say he did not catch it.
And say he's safe. The Detroit Lakes players are saying he caught it, but the base umpire says no.
I don't think you can go to anybody else either, Joe.
Nope. I think that's the base ump's call. And so anyway, base hit single.
I couldn't tell, Joe, from
I couldn't either. It was actually screened by the shortstop there, Homburg, who was going out to help. And so there's a RBI single.
We continue the streak, Joe, every half inning except for the bottom of the first.
Yeah, there we go. Another run, 13-9. In the bottom of the fifth. Pops him it for a strike. And that is Colby Thiel just here at the plate. He came in for Connor Johnson, who was injured on the play. He pops that one up to the left side. Everybody's giving chase in left center, and center fielder Goodspeed makes the call and makes the catch.
Both are going at it, and Goodspeed must have made communication on it, Joe, and made the
conversation out there between the two, and Goodspeed comes away with it.
Yeah, you know, that kind of play is the center fielder's ball if you can get to it, Joe. So that's why communication is the key.
And I'm guessing we're at a pitch count here is what we're looking at. So it looks like Jacob Thomas might come out, or is he going to be there? He didn't grab the ball yet from him. And there is 2 outs.
No, I don't think he's coming out, Joe. I think it was just a conversation.
It's interesting what that conversation might have been about, but Corbin Potts is due up, so maybe he just had a few words of. And I don't know if there was any other defensive changes there or not. Doesn't look like everybody's. Looks like everybody's going back to the same spot. I thought I saw the home plate umpire take his little notebook out, but
he may have thought there was going to be a change, Joe. And
yeah, maybe
there wasn't.
Just a quick word there.
Yeah, it wasn't long.
Jacob Thomas back in the stretch, facing Corbin Potts. There's a ground ball to Omberg. It's short. He's going to go to second.
Ooh, that was close.
Got him at second. So Tate Mart is retired on the force play. And 1 run scores here in the bottom of the fifth. We're going to go to the sixth. It's 13-9 in favor of LaMoure. We'll be right back. Or in favor of Detroit Lakes. We'll be right back.
Line Drive Hitting is owned and operated by longtime baseball coach Kelly McNary. Coach McNary has more than 40 years of experience coaching baseball. If you're looking to find professional assistance for your child to help improve baseball or softball skills, contact Coach McNary. Call, text, or email Coach McNary for more information. 701-403-0841. 701-403-0841. Or kgmcnary@wah.midco.net.
We asked the team how we should celebrate the $2 million given to Casasa members last year. Dana wanted us to hire a marching band. Amanda thought that we should drop 2 million balloons. And Kevin, well, Kevin always wants to use the money gun. Steve thought, well, what if we just said it?
Last year, First Community Credit Union gave $2 million in Casasa rewards.
Join in the celebration with your Casasa account and start earning your money back today.
Well, once again, we've got some changes going on here. Looks like Ketterling is now pitching.
Ness went back. Yep, Ness went back to left, Joe.
So Ness goes back out to left.
And
Isaacson goes to right. So we hope we've got everything right there for you, folks. Again, we do not get word. We just got to try and do this on our own. So we're doing the best we can. And we are going to the top of the sixth. Ketterling delivers to Jacob Thomas, the pitcher for Detroit Lakes.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 11, Jacob Thomas.
Thomas was caught stealing in his last at bat after he singled. Also singled and popped out twice. So this game ain't over by a long shot here, Chad, the way these guys are scoring runs.
Just like that, it's 3-0 again, Joe.
And the 3-0 pitch from Ketterling. Up high under the chin, ball 4. Well, stepping up to the plate now for Detroit Lakes is Hunter Korth, left fielder.
Number 10, Hunter Korth.
So we'll go runner at first base now is Thomas. Issued the walk, and that one's going to get away from Hebel. And a big turn out at second base as Hebel took his time getting back to the ball. So a big turn at second base there by Jacob Thomas. So 5 in a row here, Chad. I would think the automatic take is on. We'll see. Hunter Korth looks like he's ready to cut, though. And he did. There's a ground ball to Theelgis. He'll get it over to Peel for the first out. So Korth is retired on the ground ball. 4-3. In your books at home, if you're taking score. Comes Mason Omberg, the shortstop for Detroit Lakes. He tripled and scored in his last at bat. So 1 for 4 on the day.
Infield comes in, Joe. Cuts that run off.
Yep. Call strike. So Ketterling threw 5 balls in a row. Now he's got 2 strikes in a row. So see if he can keep it going. A little bit low for a ball. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch popped up first base side. Peel giving chase to the fence and makes the catch about a step away from the fence. Thomas tags but does not go anywhere as Peel runs it back in. So nice catch over there, Chad, along the foul line.
Had to play wind a little bit, Joe. You know, the wind kind of seems like it's down a little bit, but it's pushing everything that way, so he just had just enough room to make the catch.
And now stepping up to the plate here is Josh Goodspeed. Takes inside corner, strike one. And I chuckle because I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but Goodspeed was just kind of calmly shaking his head. Good scoop there by Hagel. 1-1. Josh Goodspeed just kind of shook his head very, very calmly. Didn't agree with that strike call. It's low for ball 2. So it's 2-1 with 2 outs. Runner at third base is Jacob Thomas. Going to score an insurance run here in the top of the 6th. Chopped away foul. It's 2-2 now. Two and 2 to the hitter Josh Goodspeed. Ketterling on the hill delivers. And that one's going to squirt away, and here comes the run, Chad, and our streak continues.
Yep.
On the wild pitch. So 5-run lead now for Detroit Lakes. And it looks like Ketterling just kind of reared back and threw that one hard as he could, and ended up low for a ball. There goes Jacob Thomas, nobody looking. And the throw, and he did. I kind of watched him, Chad, as he rounded first base.
Yep.
He said, nobody's going there, and nobody's watching me. I'm going to go, and he made it successful. That is a live ball with the walk, and he could go. Nobody called timeout is what I'm saying.
Nope. Made it fairly easy, too, Joe.
Yeah, he did. There's a chopper back up the middle. Potts scoops and throws. And now the out is recorded. So 6-3 on the put out for the third out. But again, another run scores here in the top of the 6th. And we're going to. Yeah, that's right. Okay, we're in the top of the 6th here, and we're going to the bottom of the 6th. It's 14-9 in favor of Detroit Lakes. Back after this.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
At Smith Motors in Wahpeton, we take great pride in delivering the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle and budget. Like the eye-catching Chevy Equinox, the rugged, hard-working GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive experience. From low-pressure sales to high-quality service, our customers come first. Know what you want and it's not on our lot? Let Smith Motors find it for you. Smith Motors, small-town friendly, big-town deals.
In the first pitch to Landon Peel is fouled away.
Now pitching for Detroit Lakes, number 19, Connor Haswick.
Drifting over there, and young men going to chase that one for free candy. So we got a new pitcher in the game here, Chad. We'll cover that here after this ground ball. Goes up the middle to Omberg, and he'll get it over in time to retire Landon Peel. Gonna switch it over here. 6-3 on the putout. Going to bring up Garrett Hebel. All right, now pitching is Beswick. he came in to pitch here in the bottom of the 6th.
Thomas went back out to center. Went out center.
Yep, Thomas went out to center.
Good speed is over and right.
There you go. There's your changes. Chad
And
right on top of it.
And number 9 for them came out of the game.
That is correct. So Specht came out of the game. Specht was in right field.
But he was being DH for, right?
That is correct. God, look at you. You don't even have the book in front of you. Oh, did it hit him? Yep, it did.
I might ask if that was a check swing.
I might have asked too, but
nobody's saying
anything. Yep.
I mean, it might not have been, but I might have checked anyway. But
yep, I think I would have too, just to see. But anyway, hit by pitch, so Hebel goes down. And now we probably got a different courtesy runner here. 18. That is Jake Kramer courtesy running, number 18. And then now at the plate here is going to be Colton Ness.
He's out in left field, I believe.
Yeah, he moved to left field. That's correct. Got him listed as a pitcher hit. Now I'll change him back to left field. Oh, if you're not scribbling, what?
You're not writing, Joe.
All right. Watson, you on your way home yet?
Yeah, he might get here for the last.
He might be here for the last game. That one's fouled back. Colton Ness right on top of it there. 0-2 with one out. Runner over at first base is the courtesy runner, Jake Kramer. 0-2. As Garrett Hebel was hit by a pitch. Goes outside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. North Dakota flag, U.S. flag, and the POW flag. POW MIA flag out on top of the scoreboard. And a swing and a miss. Colton Ness is retired on strikes. Chad, we might be threatening our streak here. As Blaze Isaacson comes up. Isaacson back out in right field for LaMoure.
Luther Sanis in the building.
Who?
Luther Sanis. There's Barb walking up the steps. Luther's down there by the concession stand.
Oh, my goodness. Lute's got to get his popcorn. Lute's got to get his popcorn, man. I'll bet you $5 he comes away with a bag of popcorn. She's got the Mountain Dews. There's a call strike at the corner. 1-1. 14-9, bottom of 6. LaMoure trails Detroit Lakes. You tell me if Lute walks away with a bag of
I don't
popcorn.
think he's got nothing in his hands right now.
No, really. Fouled away out of play over the first base dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to the hitter, Blaze Isaacson, the right fielder. Last game coming up next. That will be Wahpeton and Detroit Lakes. Scheduled start is 5:30, but Chad says we're not going to make that one.
No.
Fouled away.
Well, it's almost 5 o'clock now, Joe, so we still have an inning left. This one might not be done until 5:30.
Yeah, that's very possible. All right, now we're ready for play as the foul ball was retrieved. 1-2. Oh, and he caught him looking there, and Isaacson is retired on strikes. So Beswick, with a nice job, comes in and gets 3 outs out of 4 hitters. And we're going to take a break, and we'll come back here for the 7th inning as Detroit Lakes leads LaMoure 14-9. Back after this.
Red River Human Services Foundation provides services to people with disabilities, which enhances their quality of lives and enable them to live, work, and develop relationships in their communities. Red River Human Services Foundation has multiple direct support professional positions available in their Wahpeton, Fargo, and West Fargo locations. Job opportunities include flexible scheduling, competitive wages, on-site paid training, and life experience. Voted #1 place to work for the past 5 years. Join their team and apply online at www.rrhsf.org. Red River Human Services Foundation supports all local area sports activities and wishes everyone the best of luck.
Since the inception of Vaderstadt, the spirit of innovation has led the company. We push the limits, providing innovative and reliable seeding and tillage solutions that simplify everyday life for farmers. We continue to reimagine the capabilities and technology behind farm machinery, providing customers with a perfect emergence while maximizing their yields. We look forward to growing together.
All right, we're going to the top of the 7th here, Chad. Detroit Lakes leads off with Easton Reiber here. Flip my book over there. Easton so far has walked twice, hit by a pitch twice.
Yep, there's my proof right there. There's Luther walking in front there.
No bag of popcorn.
I see no popcorn.
Jeez, and Watson would be happy he's wearing that Harvard of the North
Yeah.
T-shirt, Harvard of the North cap. Whoop. And guess what?
Yeah.
5 times he's gotten the pass. Goodness. He's going to need an ice bath tonight, huh?
Yeah.
So a free pass to Easton Reiber. Again, his 3rd time today he's hit by a pitch and he's walked twice. He's going like, why am I the pin cushion? So stepping up to the plate is the designated hitter Chaz Eckhoff. Detroit Lakes is, again, a balk is called, so no pitch. So a balk is called, so Reiber moves down to 2nd. Must have been a quick pitch again, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Nobody's arguing that one. Looks like Wahpeton's going to go over to take the first base dugout again. There's a little bunt out in front of the plate, a beautiful bunt. Hebel jumps out, gets it down to Peel in time, but going down to 3rd base now was Reiber. So a sacrifice bunt there for Eckhoff.
I know that's different for Wob to be over in that first base dugout, Joe, but
yeah,
you hate to, I mean, they really could probably say, I want this dugout, but.
Yeah, they could, but it's just a courtesy.
Yeah.
You guys are there, you stay there. We're not going to make you move. Wahpeton will still be the home team. So the infield comes in once again. As Noah Reiber steps up to the plate now, and brother Easton down at 3rd base, just 90 feet away, looking to score an extra run here for Detroit Lakes as they lead 14-9. 2 balls, 1 out. Infield in. Sails up high. It's 3-0. Noah Reiber at the plate. He's had 4 for 4 today with a couple of walks. One was hit by pitch and now a walk. So that means that runners at the corners here for Detroit Lakes. Now the middle infield goes back. And that brings up Grady Kirchner. Inside, almost hit him. Ketterling still on the hill for LaMoure. 1-0. That one bounces in the dirt.
Yeah, good scoop that time by.
Yes.
By Hebel.
Call strike, 2-1. Again, runners at the corners here for Detroit Lakes, threatening to do some more damage here now on the top of the 7th, and that one sails outside, and a little delayed start, but Reiber does make it home in time. He looked and wasn't sure how far that one was going to go, but he did get home in time to score.
Yeah, it was a little closer. It probably could have been at home plate, but.
Yep. So now all 7 innings, all 7 half innings here for Detroit Lakes, they've scored. And moving over to 2nd base was Noah Reiber, as Easton scored the 15th run.
That's ball 4.
Grady Kirchner draws the walk. And here comes one of the coaches for LaMoure.
Number 12 is going to go run.
So number 12 will run, Cale MacArthur.
MacArthur.
Will run over at first base for Grady Kirchner. So everybody's visiting on top of the mound, and it's a Hornstein Family Chiropractic mound visit. Again, thank all of our sponsors. Carlson Family Insurance, our strikeout sponsor. He's been doing that. Stop and see Eric and the crew down on 2nd Avenue in Wahpeton. And we're not gonna change. I'm not sure what the discussion is right now. It doesn't look like he grabbed the ball.
I don't know.
I'm not sure what the discussion is, Chad.
Take this moment to thank some of our sponsors.
Now it looks like we're about ready to go.
Okay, Tire, Wahpeton, Scott's.
Well, LaMoure's got a few kids warming up down the line, but
Yeah, I don't know what's if anybody was in the bullpen. I guess I didn't see it.
nobody in the bullpen, but they were down the line on the grass just kind of playing catch, Joe, so I don't know. I don't know, Joe.
Ketterling throws inside, ball 1 to the hitter Jacob Thomas. He pulls that one foul.
Vehicle, Joe, vehicle.
Nope, just out of play, just over the fence, and it's this mad scramble to get the candy bag.
Yeah, kid's jumping up and down. He got her.
Is that Colby? That's our buddy Colby or not? No, maybe not. He's got 2 of them in his hands. Oh,
Yeah,
he's got a tennis ball.
yeah.
No, that's not Colby. And that one goes way outside for a wild pitch.
He tried to give the tennis ball to the concession stand, though, Joe.
He
He
did.
did.
Too. So a wild pitch allows everybody to advance 90 feet. No run scored yet on that one. 2-1 to Jacob Thomas. Walked and scored in his last at bat. Singled twice and popped out twice. That one's fouled into the net. Like that net, Chad?
I wasn't a fan when it got first changed, Joe, but I am a fan now.
Thank you. 2-2.
I shouldn't say I wasn't a fan. It took me a while to adjust, Joe.
There you go. 3-2, full count.
But I have fully adjusted, Joe.
Infield is in once again for LaMoure. How many times they've been on the edge of the grass today, and that plunks him right in the shoulder. So Thomas.
I think it's just easier to see through the netting, Joe, than it is that chain link.
Yeah, it sure is. I know it is when we got it on the camera here. You can still see the netting.
Yep.
But then we're going to have another mound visit here, I think.
Yeah, he's changing. He's got somebody walking behind him there.
Yep, one of the guys that was over warming up is going to be able to come in and throw. So we'll get that for you here on this Hornstein Family Chiropractic mound visit. 12 is the pitcher.
12 is going to throw. 26 looks like 26 is coming out. So he went right to the dugout.
Is
I'd say 12 for 26. Ketterling, isn't it?
No, it's LaMoure. Ketterling is on the. Wait a minute. Ketterling is 26.
Yep, that's the one that went out for LaMoure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, 12 came in.
12 is pitching.
I don't have a 12. We'll find out. We'll be back.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
Line Drive Hitting is owned and operated by longtime baseball coach Kelly McNary. Coach McNary has more than 40 years of experience coaching baseball. If you're looking to find professional assistance for your child to help improve baseball or softball skills, contact Coach McNary. Call, text, or email Coach McNary for more information. 701-403-0841. 701-403-0841. Or kgmcnary at wah.midco.net.
All right, welcome back to Vaterstad Stadium here at John Randall Field. And it looks like it was a straight change there, Chad. Nick Meisch comes in for LaMoure. And Ketterling goes out.
Yep.
So a straight switch there. So not too many other defensive changes to our knowledge. 1 out. Detroit Lakes threatening again here now. with bases loaded. Meisch delivers a 1-0 pitch, comes across, and it's pulled foul. Good swing there by Hunter Korth. Korth today is rounded out, doubled and scored, singled. Doubled earlier in the first inning and flied out. A lot of times at bat. That's popped up straight here behind home plate, right at home plate. Nice catch there by Hebel. Korth not happy with his swing.
No.
So that is the second out of the inning here. I think Korth was a little bit upset with himself because he knows there's some insurance runs sitting out there. A little piece of paper going across. Put it in your pocket, son.
He doesn't want to take it, though.
No, he doesn't want to take it. He says, here, somebody grab it.
Well, it might be part of a lineup card or something from the third base coach, too. I'm not sure. No, he's taking it to the dugout, I guess. But
could have been. Piece of paper blown across, but now we're good to go. So bases loaded here for Detroit Lakes with 2 outs. Just outside off the plate. Mason Omberg at the plate here in the top of the 7th for Detroit Lakes. Bases loaded for Mason and Jimmy. See what he can do with it. Meisch delivers, swing and a miss. I don't think we're going to start at 5:30, Chad. It's 5:09. And LaMoure, and there's a wild pitch, and that's going to bring the run home from third.
Plus, we still have to play the bottom half.
Plus, we still got to play the bottom half. Yes.
And Wap's got to have infield, so.
Yep. And
I would say we'd be closer to 6, Joe.
Yep. I know you wanted the goal of starting in time, but didn't make her.
Well, I didn't know this game would be 16-9 either. So. Oh.
Meisch delivers, swung on, pulled foul. See the shadows starting to creep in here on John Randall Field. 2-2. 2 outs. Mason Omberg at the plate. High and tight. Now it's full count. Runners at second and third here. Everybody moved up on the wild pitch. And that one's tight, so ball 4. So once again, bases loaded here for Detroit Lakes. And I think we got a pinch hitter here.
Yep, number 8.
So Logan Adams stepping up to the plate.
Number 8, Logan Adams.
So Logan Adams. Swing and a miss. One strike on the swing and a miss. Meisch delivers. Low for a ball, 1-1, excuse me. One game left in the tournament. Coming up next to be Detroit Lakes and Wahpeton. Detroit Lakes, you would think they saved at least 1 or 2 pitchers here for their next game. There's a ground ball right back to Meisch. He'll fire it over to Peel at first, and the side is retired. So Logan Adams grounds out 1-3, but not before 2 more runs score for Detroit Lakes. A little bit of insurance here in the top of the 7th. 7th inning stretch here at Vaterstad Stadium, John Randall Field. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th right after this.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
At Smith Motors in Wahpeton, we take great pride in delivering the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle and budget. like the eye-catching Chevy Equinox, the rugged, hard-working GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive experience. From low-pressure sales to high-quality service, our customers come first. Know what you want and it's not on our lot? Let Smith Motors find it for you. Smith Motors, small-town friendly, big-town deal.
Since the inception of Vaderstadt, the spirit of innovation has led the company. We push the limits, providing innovative and reliable seating and tillage solutions that simplify everyday life for farmers. We continue to reimagine the capabilities and technology behind farm machinery, providing customers with a perfect emergence while maximizing their yields. We look forward to growing together.
As we go to the bottom of the 7th here, and the first pitch delivered to Gunnar Theelges. He'll pop that up, deep second base. Omberg strides over and makes the catch behind second base for the first out. So 1 pitch, 1 out. And
number 12 is batting now, Joe. I think he was still in.
Pitcher number 12,
Nick Meisch.
Meisch, yep.
Meisch going to come in and do that. So Meisch hitting here in the bottom of the 7th. And the pitch, call strike. And the pitch, a little breaking pitch there, didn't quite come across. It's 1-2. (16-9) in favor of Detroit Lakes here in the bottom of the 7th. Moore got to bat around here if they're going to catch up, and that's not going to happen with a strikeout like that. So that's going to bring up the top of the order. Tate Mart striding up to the plate again.
Now batting for LaMoure, the third baseman, number 1, Tate Mart.
Yep.
So Detroit Lakes has scored in all
7, Joe.
7 innings that they've been at the plate.
And LaMoure scored
5 of the 7. 5 of the 6 so far.
5 of the 6 so far. Or
no,
4 of the 6.
4 of the 6. Oh, God.
Yeah, boy. Game 3, Joe.
Tate Mart takes a big cut at that one from Beswick. Beswick set to deliver again on the 1-1 count with 2 outs. 1 out away. Just outside. Tate Mart so far reached on an error, singled, struck out, and got another single. Swung on and missed on that high strike. It's 2-2. Again, no matter how it ends here, LaMoure will get first place in the tournament. They'll finish. There's pulled foul.
Yeah, that's in a bullpen or batting cage.
That's going to bounce in the tar and hit your car.
No.
Huh?
It would have to bounce about 18 times, Joe. I'm over there by the dike, Joe.
All right.
Yeah, they got a better chance hitting your vehicle than they do mine, I think.
2-2, 2 outs.
I shouldn't say that because then it'll probably happen.
Beswick delivers high for a ball. It's 3-2. Tate Mart with a lot of speed. I don't know if he'll try stealing a base.
Yeah, down 7,
16,
I don't know, Joe.
16-9, I don't know, but we'll see what happens. But he does get the walk, so he'll get the free pass.
Yep. Here comes sunglasses? No,
Colby Theelges again. He came in for the injured Connor Johnson. Again, we wish him well. He walked off under his own power, but he looked like he was hurting. And it looked like a left arm injury of some sort. Caught the corner for a strike. 0-1. It was a left arm injury. They did put him in a kind of a temporary sling, so it might have been a shoulder injury. Don't know. Somewhere in the left arm. Hits the net, and now LaMoure down to the final strike. Yep. In the final game coming up here will be Wahpeton and Detroit Lakes.
Scheduled for about 9 o'clock, Joe.
And that one bounces in the dirt, and Mart's going to take off running. He might go to third, and he's going to go to third. And Kirchner is going to throw down there, but Kirchner didn't see it right away. It bounced up high off of his shin pad or his arm or something and went way in the air and ricocheted. And Tate Mart hustled all the way over to third on that wild pitch.
I shouldn't say it started at 9 o'clock, Joe. I shouldn't have been like that.
That's what it's going to feel like for you.
Warren needs 7 runs to keep the game alive.
Oh, just off the
just
plate.
off the plate. Yep.
2-2 with 2 outs.
Barely missed on that one. 2-2 count.
2-2. The payoff pitch here at 2-2, and there's fouled away. Good protection at the plate there by Colby Theolgis. Runner at third base is Tate Mart.
2-2 count.
Infield back, as that run doesn't mean anything. They want to get the out with 2 outs. In 2-2 count. And now we're going to go to the payoff pitch, 3-2. 3-2. Beswick gets the sign. We'll see what he does. Little chopper back up the middle. Omberg charges, flips the throw, and did he pull him off the bag?
Yep.
He did.
Yep. DL thinks the game's over, Joe.
Yep, they started trotting off. I thought he might have pulled him off.
It looked like he pulled him off.
Yep,
Joe.
I think that's the right call. Error on the throw. The run scores. So LaMoure not done yet. (16-10) now. Bottom of the 7th. Beswick.
Combined score in this game, Joe, is more runs than I think we've had in the other 8 games.
Yeah, probably. And I think for tiebreakers, it's difference of
run differential.
Run differential too. Beswick again, a pickoff move.
I don't think he's going anywhere, but I'm not. Don't quote me on that. I guess it's 16-10 with 2 outs.
He's been a courtesy runner a little bit here today, and he has gotten the green light a couple times. But I don't think he's going to go either. And there's a drive to right. Drifting back and making a knee-high catch, and a nice job out in right field was good speed, I think, in right field. All right, Joe. Chad, go on. We'll talk to you later. Thanks again. All right, that's going to wrap it up here. Your final score, Detroit Lakes defeats LaMoure 16-10, but LaMoure still the champion here of the tournament as they finish 3-1. And they do get the first place trophy. They tied with East Grand Forks, but in the head-to-head competition, LaMoure beat East Grand Forks. So Detroit Lakes suffers their 3rd loss of the tournament. And we'll move on here, and we'll have our post-game show coming up next here. The OSPTI post-game show coming up next right here on Three Borders Sports Network. Stay tuned, everybody.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Hey, girls. Oh, love it.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm TikToking.
Is he serious?
Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
Studio 22 Designs, located at 904 16th Avenue North in Wahpeton, offering boutique retail and custom photography, specializing in senior sessions, newborn, children, family, and professional headshots. With over 10 years of professional photography experience, Studio 22 Designs provides high-quality, creative photography that you will cherish for years to come. Studio 22 Designs boutique retail and custom photography. Book your session today, 701-430-1024.
Since the inception of Vaterstadt, the spirit of innovation has led the company. We push the limits, providing innovative and reliable seeding and tillage solutions that simplify everyday life for farmers. We continue to reimagine the capabilities and technology behind farm machinery, providing customers with a perfect emergence while maximizing their yields. We look forward to growing together.
At OSPTI, our focus is on each individual's therapy needs, whether it be for speech, occupational, or physical therapy services. I'm Becky, a physical therapist at OSPTI, and I love being able to provide that personal care to each person that we see with clinics in Breckenridge, Hankinson, and Fergus Falls. You don't have to travel very far from home. From infants to athletes to adults, you can request OSPTI to meet your therapy goals.
All right, welcome back to the OSPTI postgame show. OSPTI with professionals located in Hankinson, Fergus Falls, and Breckenridge for all your physical therapy needs. Stop and see the professionals at OSPTI, our postgame sponsor. And we had a long one here, 2 hours, 25 minutes. Our next game was scheduled to start at 5:30, but there's no way that's going to happen. Wahpeton needs to take their eye oak yet, and we need to get the infield worked and prepped. So again, our post-game show here brought to you by OSPTI. Our final score, Detroit Lakes 16-10 over LaMoure. LaMoure does come away with the first place trophy. Looking at the line scores, Detroit Lakes unofficially 16 runs, 14 hits, 3 errors, and left 7 on base. LaMoure 10 runs, 8 hits, and 2 errors. And here's a key factor. I came up with 13 left on base. So 13 runners left on base for LaMoure was a very, very key factor here in this game. But, again, at the end of the tournament like this, when you got to play 4 games, your pitching starts to run out. And Detroit Lakes came away with the win. They've got one more to play, though. And taking a look at everybody's records, Detroit Lakes at 1-2 and Wahpeton at 1-2. LaMoure finishes at 3-1. East Grand Forks finishes at 3-1. But the head-to-head tiebreaker, LaMoure comes in first place because they defeated East Grand Forks. So East Grand Forks will come in second place with a 3-1 record as well. Third place will go to the winner of Detroit Lakes and Wahpeton. They're both at 1-2. So there's the recap. We're going to take a break, and our next game will be a link will be on our website. So come on in and come on back for that game here between Wahpeton and Detroit Lakes, our final game of the tournament. Once again, for Chad Affield, I'm Joe Schreiner. Again, your final score here from John Randall Field, 16-10, as Detroit Lakes defeats LaMoure. Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you in the next game in a few minutes.
Abby Johnson with the